Most engineers are taught to solve problems. Very few are taught how to decide which problems are worth solving. Early in your career, progress is simple. You're given tasks, you complete them, you get better, effort turns directly into results. But at some point, something changes. You're still working hard, you're still capable, yet the outcomes feel weaker than they should. The feedback becomes vague, promotions slow down, and the work itself feels heavier, not because it's harder, but because it's less clear. This is not a failure of skill. It's a mismatch between effort and leverage. One of the hardest lessons for engineers to learn is that doing more is not the same as contributing more. Busyness is comforting. It gives the illusion of progress. But busyness often hides the real question. Is this the right work at all? As engineers grow, the job quietly shifts. The work stops being about execution and starts being about judgment. About choosing where attention goes. About deciding what not to do. This shift is uncomfortable, because it removes certainty. You can no longer rely on checklists or clear requirements. You are expected to interpret incomplete information, anticipate consequences, and make decisions without full authority. Many engineers respond to this discomfort by doubling down on what used to work. They become faster, they take on more, they become indispensable, and slowly, they become stuck. The engineers who continue to grow do something different. They slow down, not in pace, but in thinking. They ask better questions. They resist urgency when urgency is artificial. They learn to sit with ambiguity long enough to understand it. They stop asking, "What should I do next?" and start asking, "What actually matters here?" This doesn't mean becoming passive. It means becoming deliberate. Strong engineers don't wait for perfect clarity. But they also don't guess recklessly. They move forward by reducing uncertainty step by step, testing assumptions, clarifying intent, and communicating trade-offs. Another hard truth. Reliability is not obedience. Early on, reliability means doing what you're told, on time. Later, reliability means using judgment, even when instructions are incomplete or flawed. It means raising risks early, not hiding them behind progress updates. It means being predictable in how you think, not just in what you deliver. This kind of reliability builds trust faster than heroics ever will. Speaking of heroics, solving everything yourself feels good. It's rewarded early. But over time, it quietly caps your impact. When you become the person everyone depends on, you also become the bottleneck everyone waits for. The most effective engineers learn to redefine value. Not as personal output, but as team throughput. Not as visibility, but as stability. Not as speed, but as timing. They design systems and relationships that keep working even when they step away. Another shift that matters. Learning how to disagree without becoming difficult. Avoiding conflict feels professional, but unspoken disagreement leaks into decisions anyway, through delays, half-commitments, and quiet resistance. Engineers who grow learn to challenge ideas without attacking people. They make trade-offs explicit, they push when it matters, and commit when it doesn't. They understand that alignment is not agreement. It's shared understanding. As your influence grows, your work also becomes less visible. This surprises many engineers. You might spend weeks preventing a problem that never happens. Or shaping a decision that looks obvious in hindsight. Great work stops speaking for itself. This doesn't mean self-promotion. It means making impact legible. Writing things down, explaining why decisions were made. Leaving artifacts that help others think more clearly. Writing becomes a leadership skill, not because code stops mattering, but because alignment scales further than execution. There's also a personal cost to growth that isn't discussed enough. Burnout often isn't about workload. It's about misaligned responsibility, carrying decisions you don't have authority to change, absorbing risk without the power to resolve it, saying yes when you should say no, because you don't want to disappoint. Learning to say no is not selfish. It's a commitment to outcomes. It protects focus, it protects quality, and when done thoughtfully, it builds trust instead of eroding it. Finally, remember this. Careers compound. Not through titles, not through frantic motion, but through patterns of thinking that scale across time, teams, and systems. The engineers others rely on are not the loudest or the busiest. They are the ones who consistently choose well, who think in years, not review cycles, who stay technical without chasing novelty, who remain curious without becoming reactive. Growth, at this level, is quieter, but it lasts longer. If you're feeling stuck, frustrated, or unclear, not because you lack ability, but because the work itself has changed, this is a sign of progress, not failure. The question is no longer how hard you work. The question is how intentionally you think.